OMT Online Dynasty, welcome back everybody. Our week 8 user game here, taking on our guy Taxicab in the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Thankfully, we are at home for this one, don't have to deal with that disgusting teal field out there in Conway, South Carolina. So this is our second game in the Sun Belt Conference here of year one. Got off to a good start last week against Liberty. Hopefully we found something on defense. Hopefully that momentum is going to be able to continue here into game number 2. Now, if you haven't seen any of these before, this is our 32 user online dynasty. We got 4 custom conferences, 8 teams in each. Season 1 being a placement season where all the conferences were done more regionally, more geographically. Then starting in season 2, it is going to be relegation system. So the top 2 in each conference are all going to get moved into the Pac-12. 3rd and 4th are all getting moved into the Mountain West, so on and so forth. And then you'll be moving up, moving down from there. If you are interested in potentially joining the online dynasty, it is all done through the Discord. Link for that is down in the description. Just hop in there, make a post, tag me, DM me somehow, some way. Let me know that you want on that waitlist. I will get you on there. It is a fairly long waitlist, but we have already gone through 5, I think, throughout season 1 here in essentially 7 weeks. That's about average. We go through about 10 a season of people with jobs and families and all that stuff. Sometimes time comes, time goes. Not everybody's going to still have time to play the game. So, Western Kentucky. We are still going to be in our Rutgers offense. I like how we have been playing in that offensive playbook. We're still going to be in that multiple defense, mainly basing things out of 2-5. With the way college football 27 is, we have got to focus on stopping the run first and foremost. And for me, 2-5 has worked the best for that. So that is going to be our plan here. Now, before we hop into the depth charts, one last thing here really quick. If you guys could do me a huge favor, if you haven't done so already, leave a like down on this video, subscribe to the channel. We're getting awfully close to 500. We've been doing good things here. We're picking up some good momentum. We want to keep that going. So if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate you. So let's throw it over to the depth chart, starting with Western Kentucky. We're coming into this one 4-2, 1-0 in the Sun Belt, or 67 overall squad, which I believe Coastal is as well. We are going to go over all the conference standings and where everything sits as of right now. Considering we haven't had a game of the week in a few weeks, we'll give a quick update on where everyone's at. So Brock Glenn, our quarterback 1, this guy has actually been awesome for us. He has been so good. Only 72 overall, but that 88 throw power comes in so handy in a game where throw power is hard to find. So Brock Glenn, we're hoping we'll be able to keep him for one more season. Championship contender, he needs a C+. We might be able to buy our way out of that, but we will see. We do have some quarterback coming in, so even if he does end up leaving, I think we'll be okay. At halfback, A.J. Allen, 80 overall, 90 speed, and you will see some of these guys come in because our wear and tear, I'm still kind of debating on what exactly we want to do with wear and tear going forward. I know the rest of this season we're going to keep it just on default where it's at, but it seems awful high, so we might be tweaking that for future seasons. At wide receiver, K.D. Hutchinson, Quincy Burrows, Zion Taylor, Addison Claiborne, a fantastic top 4 wide receiver room. Our problem, I mean, it looks like we'll be able to keep Taylor and Claiborne, but we're losing Hutchinson and Burrows, which is going to be a huge hit to this offense, and so is losing our tight end, CC Aziram, the 6'7", 85 speed beast of a tight end. That one's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough one for us to lose. Our offensive line stinks. There's really no need to go over that. Our defensive line stinks. There's really not much of a need to go over that. Our linebackers, which we actually ended up getting pretty lucky with the linebackers we got here with Western Kentucky, that lets us run that 2-5 defense because it uses your actual linebackers. You can't put safeties in those spots. A lot like, you know, the 6-1. You need to have the linebackers be able to do it, and I think we do here with Western. We got Weston Ard going to be starting Sam linebacker, only 67 overall, but 6'1", 217, 81 speed. We could do worse. We could do worse. Where we're really sad, well, for this season, again, going forward, it might be an issue. Garrison Madden, our Mike linebacker, 6'2", 225, 89 speed. Guy's an absolute stud. And then Joshua Mensah as our Will linebacker, 6'1", 212, 86 speed. Losing both of those guys, though, so we're going to need to find some replacements for them if we want to stay in this defense. Our 2 outside corners are going to be Tony Newsome Jr. and Javian Dubois, the man who had 2 interceptions last week against Liberty. Shout out to you, Javian. Free safety, Jacob Cosby Mosley. Impact Dev is the main reason we got him up here. We need to get that brand exposure up, which I think we will as long as we keep winning games. Easier said than done, but as long as we can keep doing that, hopefully That'll get up and we can keep Cosby Mosley. Strong safety, Jalen Lewis, house call, and robber. He's a senior. Unfortunately, he will be leaving us. So that is how Western Kentucky sits. Let's go take a look at Coastal Carolina. I do know, again, we are going up against an absolute monster of a halfback. Another reason we're staying in that multiple defense is to do our best against something like that. Now, I want to say Nabuda, our USF user, just posted a tip here. I think he said display player details and then back out, and it should update up at the top here. And there we go. Way to go, EA. Anyway, Coastal Carolina, also a 67 overall team, 66 offense, 69 defense. Roquan Barber, going to be his quarterback one. Again, we see just such fast quarterbacks. Look at this backup to Osiris Lopez with that 88 speed. Could be an absolute menace, but even his starting quarterback with Barber, that 84 speed, 89 excel, good agility, good change of direction. Going to have to watch out for some quarterback runs here again. And at halfback, Nicely. I got there eventually. 79 overall with 90 speed, 91 excel, 88 agility. So another really good halfback that we're gonna, another just dynamic backfield that we're gonna have to try to game plan and go against here. And some good speed at wide receiver. This offense actually looks really nice for a 66 overall offense. 91 speed on your wide receiver one, a 6'2" Tristan Gardner, and young guys too, except for Mr. English. But another 90 speed, Clayton Kopic, 93 speed, Cross Johnson. I like the looks of this Coastal Carolina offense. If I didn't hate, well, I mean, he did take Coastal Carolina before we picked, but man, I hate their field so much. It's just something EA cannot handle the colored fields. Like in real life, I don't mind Coastal's field. I don't like Eastern Michigan's. That gray field I think looks pretty gross. Boise's field in real life, watching a game, looks totally fine. In this game, it hurts my eyes, it hurts my brain. So I'm glad we're at home for this one. But tight end, he does have a strong grip on Zach Courtney. Going to help out with that run game a little bit. Now, he has had some struggles this season, 2-5, 0-2 in conference so far. And I think he is looking at potentially changing teams, which everybody is able to change teams in the offseason as long as it's still a group of 6 team that's at 2 stars or below. So we'll see what he ends up doing there. Nice looking Sam linebacker here with a redshirt freshman. I don't know. I know recruiting with Coastal is really tough because their pipelines aren't very good, but this is a good young team. A redshirt freshman Sam linebacker that's 6'3", 205 with 85 speed. Mike linebackers, let's see. I mean, you have a freshman Mike with 80 speed, that's 6'4". Will linebacker, 84 speed, 6'4". He is a senior though. But we saw it on that offensive side too, those wide receivers. Yeah, I mean, it'd be tough for me to give up Coastal, but I'm just not a big recruiting guy. Just give me a good enough team to start off with, and we'll patch it together. We'll figure it out from there. At corners, 6'2", 6 foot, 6'2", 6 foot, 6. Wow, that all just went right in a pattern. Free safety, 5'10", Miles Woods with 88 speed. So not the fastest secondary in the world. Maybe we'll be able to get a little separation with our wide receivers here, but we will have to wait and see. So that is how Coastal looks. Let's take a quick look right now just around the dynasty, see how everybody's sitting in the conference standings here in week number 8. At the top of the Sunbelt right now is Radinho and his Appalachian State Mountaineers, 4-2 overall, already 2-0 in the Sunbelt. There's us, 4-2 overall, 1-0 in the Sunbelt, and USF, the 76 overall Bulls, and the Buddha, the 2nd overall pick in the draft, 1-0 in conference, 5-1 overall, off to a great start. He's one of our last games. He's one of our last 2. Him and Troy. Sitting at 6-1 overall, 1-1 in conference. Liberty, we have that. That was actually a pretty big win for us to get against Liberty, get us that nice early tiebreaker, because I expect the Flames to be up towards the top, all said and done. We have Blitzen with his Jacksonville State Gamecocks, 4-3 overall, 1-1 in conference, and we got Coastal and FAU with our new user Kyrie. Of course, still very early, still a lot to be determined in each conference. So that's the Sun Belt, which is going to be our bronze conference. So everybody that finishes 7th and 8th is going to get put into the Sun Belt. Everybody that finishes 5th or 6th is going to go into Conference USA. Here is how that one is standing. The Miami University Redhawks, our guy Sean, who was Navy last year, got auto-drafted to Miami, Ohio. Seems to be working out pretty dang well for him. 6-1 overall, 2-0 in conference. Vancy, of course, we saw firsthand his nasty offense he's got going with the Temple Owls 7-0, 2-0 in conference. Got Ohio with a 1-0 conference record, 3-3 overall. JMU, King Poppy Sosa 1-1, Marshall Boulder 1-1, 4-3 overall. UConn at 1-2. 5-2 overall. North Dakota State 1-3. Western Michigan sitting at 0-2. So that's going to be our silver conference. Our gold conference for everybody that finishes third and fourth will be going to the Mountain West. We're currently Rainbow sitting on top, 1-0 in conference and 2-4 overall. That is something we have seen quite a bit. People get off to slow, rocky starts, and then conference play comes around and they turn some things around a little bit. I do think his one win was a force win, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, from last week, but still 1-0, a lot of conference play left. Cosmic Selector in Louisiana Tech with that nasty halfback Calvin Booth, 1-0 in conference. I'm pretty sure he's Louisiana Tech. 4-2 overall. 2-1 Texas State with the Split T Splits Krieg offense. Uncle Drew running the Rice offense with the Rice Owls, 2-1 in conference. He's played some unbelievable games. I know that one against UTSA was a game of the week. I think our most recent one actually is the Roadrunners are 1-1 in conference, 5-1 overall. North Texas Spicy, another team we saw firsthand, that running back still gives me nightmares. 1-1 in conference, 5-2 overall. UTEP 0-2, UL Monroe 0-2, Habs 24. I believe another person that's thinking of changing teams in the offseason. Again, I appreciate the gumption of taking UL Monroe, but that is just such a crazy uphill battle for him to be facing here. So that's going to be our gold conference, our platinum conference. For everybody that finishes first and second this season, you will get put into the Pac-12, where Truth already running away with it, 8-0 overall, 5-0 in conference. Can't imagine anybody's going to be catching up to that young man. San Diego State and Wes right behind him, 1-0 in conference, 4-2 overall. Colorado State, Jay Breeze 1-1. Fresno State, Moon Knight 1-1. UNLV, TCAV 1-1. But TCAV is actually getting a force win this week over Fresno State, so UNLV will be going up to 2-1. Washington State, Cord sitting at 2-4 overall, 0-1. Bruin 0-2, and Brown 23M 0-3. I know he had to have a few fair sims, just sometimes schedules just don't align. That kind of stuff happens. When that does happen, it's just a sim between the two teams. So that's everything. That's where everybody sits here, essentially at the start of week number 8. We'll do a quick recruiting update for you boys, Western Kentucky, where we do have a verbal commit from our quarterback, Channing Lampkin. Now, North Carolina trying to jump up on us here, so I did put 25 hours in on him. We have the multiplier. We should be good, because I can always just up that to 50 if we need to. We have a big enough lead on North Carolina. We're getting our guy, Channing Lampkin, and with this guy, I'm considering some changes to the offensive strategy for next season, but that's for next year. We don't have to worry about that. If we keep Brock Glenn, what we might end up doing is redshirting Lampkin, and then he would hopefully be our quarterback through the rest of this dynasty. Fingers crossed. We're going to go through 5 or 6 seasons here. This halfback, Byron Venable, we are in a recruiting battle against Western Michigan. We are neck and neck. We do have that tier 2 pipeline that he does not have. So I'm hoping we'll be able to snag him. Now, our grades on his 3 things aren't very good. I did the little hard sell calculator thing. It said just keep send the house. So that is what we're going to do. And fingers crossed for us. A couple 2-star halfbacks we threw on the board here too. Doug Blade. I mean, a name like that, we had to go after him. Elusive Bruiser. We'll take our shot. And then Jordan Uga, 5'9" backfield threat. Wide receiver wise, looking good for Quincy Westbrooks. We got the verbal commit here too. This is us against Appalachian State. We're keeping that 50 hours on him with the multiplier. We should be fine there. And this 3-star green gem, nobody else in on him. Have no hours on him right now. We have such a big lead. If anybody does want to jump in on him, we can move some hours around and keep our lead there. So this wide receiver, Melvin Denbo, the gadget receiver, it's us in North Dakota State have offered him. We have that tier 2 pipeline. I'm going 25 on him for now. Again, things we can change, things we can adjust. Only one in on this 3-star receiver. Some offensive line help, guards, tackles, defensive line help, a couple defensive tackles in here. Just essentially went through and found some guys that we had no other offers that hopefully we can just go in and snag and hopefully find a few gems. We will see. You can see you actually can't see. I forgot I have this kind of moved around. I have 300 NIL remaining. I want to keep that for the transfer portal, so we'll be able to hopefully get some pieces in positions we missed out on. So here's one linebacker we're looking pretty dang good on. Now UCF does have a week 12 visit, but we have the multiplier, we have a pipeline advantage. We're keeping 25 on him for now. But the 83 speed, 82 excel with bronze house call already. Lurker linebacker, he'll take one of the spots of Madden or our other linebacker. A few corners we're going after here. Again, guys that just had no offers, sprinkle a little NIL on them, sprinkle a few hours on them, and hope for the best. And then we did lose out on these two. This one hurts. This losing this linebacker hurt. The 87 speed lurker linebacker, he would have fit right in. He would have fit like a freaking glove, but he ends up going to USF. So that's how our recruiting looks. That's how our conference standings looks. That's just how everything looks here. Heading into week 8, let's take it to our user game. Good luck to Taxicab. Good luck to us. Beautiful 53-degree afternoon. Beautiful fall day. That is some good football weather there. Brock Glenn looks ready to rock. We're ready to rock. Let's get to it. Yeah, I did not see at all what his playbook's going to be here. But we'll figure it out. We'll see. I'm actually going to come out and pass on first down because that's just, I never do. Audrey, you have to stop. You can't do that this whole time, okay? Thank you. Let's try. I mean, this looks like it might just be like a cover 2 type deal. We'll just take our quick drag, take a quick, nice and easy one, and look at the fight from our guy Hutchinson picking up a nice 10 yards for us. I did see that, I did see the speed option, so I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention to the games that were going on today, but I'm glad to hear they were good ones, because I feel like the last few weeks, we haven't had the best user games going on. But that's kind of just part of, part of starting the new Dynasty, new game, new a lot of things. So he's going to a 3 high look here. Let's just cut it out this way. Oh. I did try to spin, which maybe I shouldn't have. But boy, did we get rocked on that one. And that's definitely not even worth challenging, even a little bit. We got crushed. Oh my goodness gracious. AJ, are you okay? Ooh. Reset this play. They actually got our cover 6 going to this side, which is interesting. And then we can't get in there with Madden. We just have to shoot that with the user. Wow. Just unfortunate start for the boys there. Wide slot. We're going to come down here with Lewis. Madden move over here just a little bit. I mean, we just have to be so concerned with the run here. And just trying to get in there and try to muck it up as best we can. Especially with the halfback he's got. I feel like we've really run the gauntlet in terms of the halfbacks that we're going up against throughout this game. Wide trips weak. I still feel like this could be a run. There's a big part of me that still feels like a run might be coming here. But maybe not. We'll do a drop zone cover 6. We're going to have to try to shoot in here with Mensa. Or our slot corner. He drags them down. Don't we have... I guess... Yeah, focus on the read key. Should have been focusing on the QB, but didn't really seem like it there. So staying in some wide slot right. Let's go back to a cover 4. You're just going to come down here a little bit. You're going to come over here a little bit. We're going to get down here with Cosby. Now, why isn't my team all starting off cold? Was it just a bad week of practice here, boys? Or what's going on? Because I swear, like, all of our guys are just ice cold here. We tried to switch over there. We weren't quite fast enough. It was a good switch to go take that away. Now, a 2nd and 10. I mean, really, considering we started with a hit stick fumble, if we can just keep him to 3, or at least an attempt at 3, I think that's pretty good. I definitely did not expect him to be in a veer and shoot type offense here. That's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Ooh, overthrown by his quarterback. Thank goodness. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of tight. Maybe our safety could have knocked that one out. But luckily, we don't even have to worry about it. So now a 3rd and 10. That slot choice, those PA slot choice. Trusting those choice routes. And they did pretty good for him there. Gun wide. Let's go to just kind of a base cover 4 match. Bring everybody in here. Going to be on Madden, so we're really just watching Really just watching Barber. I mean, this might be a... Yeah, because he had the numbers for a run for sure, and I cannot dive tackle. I'm the worst dive tackler in the world. We're in a position there to keep him short of the sticks, and I just can't do it. It just can't be done for me. I wish I had an answer. I wish I had a way, but I simply do not. And it's unfortunate. And we should have numbers there for that one. Okay, good. I hate going against veer and shoot, man. Veer and shoot drives me nuts. Split wing, what are we expecting here? Like some sort of an option play of some kind, maybe? He's trying to do something with his halfback. I don't know what exactly, but he clicked onto him to set him up for something. Big boy defensive end. Oh, I do like that our D-lines don't catch as many picks as they did in the past. Would have appreciated that one, though. that one I would have liked if he was able to get. Alright, so Madden, Smith, Mensa. Get everybody inside here. Watch maybe an outside run to the left? Yeah, because Washington can't really do much. Thank you. Just full user commit on that. Once he motions them in, it looked a little weird. Just take our user, fly out to the left, and go make a play ourselves. Huge stop, huge turnover for Western Kentucky. Now we're at the 3, and A.J. Allen's already a little bit banged up. That's not good. I freaking hate going against veer and shoot so much. So much. So much. I'll just go to our gun bunch here. Take the quick one to AJ. Get some yards. Just hang on to it, please. Please just hang on to it. Brandon Thomas, our left edge, is now hurt. We had quite a few injuries going on. No, we lost somebody for the season. I think our backup Mike linebacker, like, tore his pec or something like that last week. I don't remember exactly. It was something like that. It was something not good. His left cornerback just kind of standing out of bounds there. Yeah, we'll just keep this one as is. Take another quick flat. Just get good momentum. Take him to the outside. Just hang onto that ball. He's like me. He goes for those hit sticks when he thinks he has the opportunity. And it's already paid off for him once, and he's come close a couple times here. So we should be a little more careful. Maybe taking some of these balls out of bounds. But got the first down. Let's go to this China, whatever the heck this play is called. Hopefully we can just hit RB. We'll take our halfback again. We're just taking nice and easy ones here so far. What's up, Brett? Just really gotta avoid the fumbles at all costs right now. Already got us once. Just hang on to the ball. Have a solid drive here. Just taking nice and easy. That was bunch wide trips in Rutgers. Yeah. Yeah, season 1 I've been in Rutgers, and I love it. I think Rutgers is such a good playbook. We'll see what we're in season 2, but so far so good on the Scarlet Knights. Now go throw a block for me? Okay, we'll take it. Yeah, a bunch of my trips, it has some interesting plays. I don't call it a ton. I think the run out of it's really good. The base and the draw aren't bad. And then China Y post with a streak on B or that motion fly halfback go. I think those are both really good pass plays they got in there. But I don't use it as much as like their regular bunch, which I still think is the best regular bunch I've seen in the game so far. Or their bunch strong offset. Alright, AJ. We've just been chucking this ball with Brock Glenn. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of a run going. Nope, sure can't. His user was in one spot. His safety was in the other. Didn't have too many good options for us there. Yeah, those slide routes on the running backs are really, really good. And this is a play action, but I'm actually going to keep it and try to cancel it after the snap because I want to keep that slide route. Whoop, one cut inside, AJ. One cut inside and up the sidelines. A.J. Allen, he's getting his work cut out for him in this one so far. We have been throwing him the ball a ton, but he keeps getting open, so we will keep taking it. First down, Coastal's 39-yard line. I was liking the idea of a deep shot to Hutchinson. Can we pass lead this down? weird animation there. His guys actually reacted to that pretty well, so we didn't really have what we were hoping to. I still thought we were going to have that, though. Dude, Brock Glenn has been unbelievable. He's been, like, the best quarterback I've had in Dynasty, like, at all. He has been so good. That looked like it had a lot of potential there. Yeah, he has been an absolute rock star for us. A 3rd and 1. Should we just run it again? I feel like it's... Oh, I kind of want to. Sure. With another 0-1 trap. Trust the boys. Trust the boys. And AJ Allen getting a little revenge. He might have gotten blown up and fumbled once in this game, but not twice. This time he's getting the best of that, as he's already getting worn and torn, already getting beat to hell. But that's what we got you for, AJ. So you're gonna have to fight through here a little bit. Go to a little tight slots. Ooh, I screwed something up here, actually. Let's reset that. I wanted to just stem up that post a little bit on Burrows. We can hit it right over the top to Mr. Burrows. A beautiful ball by Brock Glenn. The guy is unbelievable. 7 for 8, 89 yards. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Oh, cover 9. I'm going to move Lewis down here. Madden come in just a little bit. Just trying to make sure we're keeping our numbers in the box. Oh, I wanted him to take that outside. I was going to go try to clobber him. So now we know he will actually go to those RPOs. That's one of those. I just want to see it. I got to see it to believe it before we start trying to put out a little bit of defense for those. What, Audrey? What? What do you need to ask?
Does any of you guys have $1.5 billion?
It's a good question. Do any of you guys have $1.5 billion? That's her question for you guys. Oh, see, now I'm too worried about the RPO. So we're going to, still fly down and get a hit stick, take us to the second quarter. I do like that we have, like, the cover 6 and cover 9 zones out of nickel wide now. I don't love how this is set up, though. Can't lie to you. Just man you up, and then we're going to get down here with Herard. Good. I was thinking about it, because, the Powerball was at, like, almost $1 billion. Like, man, if I won that, after taxes, it's 400, whatever. NIU would be rolling. We'd have an Indiana-style makeover coming the way of the Huskies. If all of a sudden we got that much money, I think that is something I would do. It'd be a good use of money. It's probably a horrible use of money, but you only live once, How much money does a man need? Just to see NIU be not even really successful, just kind of. Ooh, whoa, boys! What happened? I did Texas stunt there, which opens up the outside, but we had like 3 guys there eventually. And, I don't know what happened. They got one tight end just blocked 3 of us. I guess maybe, actually, what would be the best thing? Because in football, you have to spend so much money for so little reward. QB RPO, you nasty dog. Somebody just come help out and go for a hit stick. Basketball might be the better thing, because they're going to be in the Horizon League next year. Realistically, how much money would it take to build a basketball team that can win the Horizon League? It can't be that much, right? Like, it's not going to be, like, cheap. But it can't be some crazy amount either, I would imagine. He's going to try to do something up this seam to number 9 at some point. But we just kind of have to keep an eye out for, especially when he motions them in like that. Like, what even is the average NIL for a Horizon League basketball team? It's got to be at least... Is it $1 million? For a team like that? I don't know. Probably. It seems like a safe bet. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that much. Because even football-wise, there's no way. I'd be shocked if NIU is spending that kind of money on their football team. Like, utterly flabbergasted if that was the case. Whoa, good hit stick dive right over the top of him there. Yeah, well, football's a whole... That's just a whole different beast. You couldn't be a solo donor for football and turn a program around. In basketball, I feel like you'd have a better shot. I feel like you could in basketball. That might be a crazy idea, but I feel like one rich enough person could take a team, brought the safety down to watch for that seam streak, brought the safety down. We said we got to watch for those seams when we're using that inside quarter. Number 19 is just going to go ahead, jump on top of it. Speaking of basketball, let's see a basketball celebration here. Alley-oop up to himself, catches it for the dunk, the and one. 90-yard pick six. That's twice. He's had 2 good drives, but then once we get down to the red zone, that Western Kentucky defense is making the difference. Like, yeah, $50 million for a few years. Does that get you in? That get you like a group of 5 playoff spot, for example. Probably. You would have to think so. You think you could win them out? Okay. Number 19, you just made 1 interception. Now you want to take a play off and just run into the middle of nowhere in the backfield there? Yeah, to win the Mountain West, I would think you could do that. I think that makes sense. Yeah, loop around that way, go stack them up, takes a bunch of bodies. I think it would take, I guess, Indiana did it in 2 years, but that's still at least a Big Ten team. But they went from, worst team in, like, football history to national champion in 2 years, and it didn't take them quite that much. It took them a lot, but not quite that much. Oh, now that's a risky bet, Miguel. The NIU one, I see where you're coming from. That one's a little bit riskier. The Packers, I mean, it's the first preseason game, but they're getting freaking bodied by the exciting whites of the backups of the Steelers. Drew Aller and Wetjen are just going nuts. But what's important for the Packers is they found themselves potentially a kicker, which is a huge deal. They have never been a team to have a kicker, like, at all. And they may have finally found the guy. With Trey Smack. He went 3 for 3, really 4 for 4. He hit one, like, 58-yarder that didn't count because Pittsburgh cheated, and it gave Green Bay a first down. He hit one that counted from 58 right before half, hit 2 more field goals. If he's a legit field goal kicker, look out. Oh, look the heck out. Now, they've been showing quite a bit of the Raiders-Cardinals preseason highlights here. He has looked really good from what I've seen. Jeremiah Loves looked like the part so far for Arizona. Oh, a lot of sound effects going on. There was a lot of emotions going through my brain on that play. You see the Bears announce. Speaking of the Bears, their whole announcement today about the stadium, which was really, might as well have been no announcement at all. They didn't really say a thing about what was going on. I was hoping, let's just get some idea. Let's get some clarity of what's happening. Whether they're going, God, that tackle hurt. Whether they're going to Indiana, staying in Illinois, whatever. Just, even I'm getting tired of it. I'm a Packers fan, but living in Illinois, you just hear all about it. It was just, don't worry, we won't change to the Indiana Bears, whether we go or not. Like, oh, okay, didn't block that guy. That's super helpful. It's sounding more and more likely that is where they'll be going. I don't know. I hope they don't. I hope they stay in Illinois at least. And honestly, Arlington Heights would be kind of sick. That's a lot closer, easier to get to. Maybe I'd actually go to a Bears game. Never been to a Bears game. I have been to Soldier Field, though, to watch the NFL draft. They had some event there. Oh, I wanted to lob that so badly. We'll just run. We'll just run with block. We watched I don't remember exactly what year, but this is a really weird way for me to remember it. But this is how I remember it. It was whatever year Robert Gallery got drafted to the Raiders. We were there for some... Oh, this was the wrong... Oh, well, luckily we have it in our audibles. It was whatever year Robert Gallery went to the Raiders. Oh, tight end. God, I'm going to miss this guy. CC Aziram, 6'7", great speed, decent enough route runner. I was really considering just chucking something up there, but decided against it. And for whatever reason, that's the only pick I remember of that draft. Oh, I'll do the celebration if we score a touchdown here. This is the play I've been messing with, and I'm kind of convinced it's terrible. Or is it? Or is it? And it wasn't the best ball by Brock Glenn, but he finds the room, hits the... That's not our 6'7" tight end, but it's our other guy, number 17. Takes it in for the Western Kentucky touchdown. 21-0. Yeah, there's no way it's Gary. Gary would be... It would be kind of disgusting if they ended up in Gary. I'd be kind of surprised by that. Hammond, I think, kind of makes sense. For Gary, I'd be very... That would be horrible. Ah, overcommitted. Overcommitted with our guy. Yeah, imagine the scenes coming out of the stadium in Gary, Indiana, and it's just boots on everyone's tires. Everybody's cars are just gone. Like, I just can't imagine that's where they're gonna end up here. I'll tell you, they got nothing. The 3-time defending champion of whatever, or no, sorry, not 3-time, 2-time defending champion of, I think it's like the American baseball something. The Kane County Cougars here in here in Illinois. Those guys are some beasts. Oh, Brock. Oh my God. Green catch it. Go get the green. Brock Glenn just stunting on these poor guys at this point. What a ball by Brock. Maybe we can just chuck one down the field here. We do have to be worried about, turnovers. Looks like his user's not even there. We'll take it to our guy B. We'll throw in another touchdown. 28-0.5. I think we are just going to go ahead and start chewing clock and get out of this one. Our final stats for that one, we ended up just essentially chewing clock here that entire second half. Get that nice 31-0 victory. Back-to-back shutouts for this Western Kentucky defense. Maybe finally finding something. After us being in 4 different defensive playbooks through our first 4 user games, maybe we're on to something a little bit. 15 for 16. Brock Glenn, an absolute masterclass yet again. This guy is just lights out. Unbelievable. So good. 15 for 16, 237, 3 touchdowns. Even pushed the ball downfield a little bit. We were talking in the second half, all that's going to get cut out of the actual video, about how difficult passing downfield is this year. And it is. It certainly is. But unless you got a guy like Brock Glenn who can make some things happen. So that'll do it for this episode. We will certainly be having Game of the Week here for Week 8 coming up shortly. I will see you guys then. Until then, take it easy.